room for manoeuvre with regard to selection. So Heaton gets just his second starting goal. Shaw returns from illness. Fred comes in to replace the injured Eriksson. And 18-year-old Garnacho starts. Rashford's on the bench, so too Martial. And for the first time in 3 months, Jadon Sancho.
Yeah, I mean, Jadon Sancho really needs to get his career up and running again. But, you know, he's gone strong again, hasn't he? Bearing in mind the 3-0 up. Wants to get the job done and dusted. And then he can rest players if needed.
Forest without half their first choice team through injury, illness and eligibility. The biggest loss, Morgan Gibbs-White out with ankle trouble. Dean Henderson is injured and also can't face his old club, so Hennessy continues in goal. Sam Surridge plays up front. Jesse Lingard faces his former club.
Well, this is only about a quarter of their squad, isn't it? I think at the moment, and just signed another 3 players. Yeah, I mean, it's a mountain to climb for them, but what do? You just pack up and go home, or do you turn up and try and make a fist of it? Try and get some service up to Surridge. Be interesting to see how they line up behind. Brennan Johnson getting down the wider position and Dennis on the other side, but yeah, it's a tough task for this Nottingham Forest side.
So plenty being asked of Casemiro at the moment. He starts again, fresh from scoring a couple of goals in the FA Cup at the weekend. Brennan Johnson. His father, David, won the FA Youth Cup with Manchester United. Family here in force again to watch. And away we go. With Manchester United defending the Stretford end in this first half. And this is Rafael, on a clear occasion there is tonight. Semi-finals onwards in the Carapo Cup. Anthony finding an angle, and it's a comfortable save for Wayne Hennessy.
Well, you know, if you're showing him inside, you need to either get midfielders or centre-halves to step out, because you know he's probably going to shoot. What I'd like him to do a bit more often is what he did in the, I think it was the Reading game for the Casemiro goal, where he picked it up inside and
Luke Shaw, Bruno Fernandes. Of course, no Eriksson to involve himself in set pieces tonight, or for the next couple of months it would seem. It is Shaw, and that's Casemiro. Scarpa. Foul given.
Do you remember in the old days when goalkeepers occasionally would catch the ball?
Novel.
Yeah, definitely a foul, but it was very unconventional from Hennessy. I mean, there's not a lot of pace in the header, but you know, call me old-fashioned. I thought throwing yourself down and catching that was the better option here. Bearing in mind, once he, you know, just kicks it out, it could.
Marcus Rashford on bench duty this evening. Jadon Sancho returning to the squad. First time in 3.5 months. Here's a chance. Brennan Johnson bursting in. Heavy touch from Weghorst. And the referee's going to go to his pocket for the first time tonight.
Well, it's a little scrappy from United. I don't think Ten Hag will be overly enamoured with the first 35 minutes or so. I mean, they're not in any grave danger at the other end, although that was a good chance for Johnson out of the blue. Just out of nothing, really. Throw in. That's what I was expecting to see a little bit more of. He hits it a little straight and a little high at Heaton. Gets a little bit of luck here with a deflection. Yeah, got to find that bottom right-hand corner. And the challenge from Fred is not the worst. Yeah, it's a foul, but...
Shaw's kick. Come out to Anthony!
I was just about to say before the corner that he just really is not doing enough. I'm glad I never. So I thought when he hits this, I was going to the top corner. Oh, it was a good strike. But yeah, he needs to do a bit more. Oh boy.
Not like it was in your day. Shaw leaves it for Bruno Fernandes. Back to Luke Shaw, who hit his own man, Wout Weghorst. Garnacho. Anthony. Garnacho trying to lay it back to Casemiro, but it's a springboard potentially for Forest. Or maybe not. Forest in here. And there's Dennis, and it struck Surridge, and it was goal bound.
Oh, that's the best chance of the game for sure. And my God, what a chance. I mean, all down to Brennan Johnson down the right. Emmanuel Dennis, I mean, quick thinking here. Not the best from Casemiro, it has to be said. Skips around him way too easy. And yeah, it's a little bit behind him, but he's kind of heavy-footed there, isn't he? He's shins it, doesn't he? Doesn't get any clear contact on it, Dennis, and what a chance that was.
Martinez. From Shaw, it goes to Garnacho. Casemiro. Martinez. Anthony. Casemiro and Weghorst header.
The referee has indicated a minimum of 1 minute of added time.
Yeah, lovely ball in, wasn't it? Does he get clean contact in that? I'm not sure he does. I think it comes off his shoulder. Just doesn't get it cleanly. Not the contact he was looking for, he knows it. That's his bread and butter, isn't it? Ball's into the box, free header.
Casemiro. Garnacho. And still, smart save. Hennessy, who not had that much to do. It's Johnson. And it's touched out by Bruno Fernandes.
A little bit of afters down there as well after that Fernandes challenge. But whenever Garnacho gets Williams one-on-one, I think he's got him, really. Williams doesn't want to commit. The young man can come in on the right, or he can go down on his left as he did here. Williams doesn't want to dive in, give a penalty away, and it's a decent strike. And then we saw this challenge here. That's a good tackle, but then a little bit of afters from two players that have been going at it for the last 5 minutes.
Oh. The corner headed by Casemiro, firmly but inaccurately.
He's getting a taste for goal scoring, isn't he? Not on this particular occasion, obviously. He's going away from goal, so it's not easy, but scored a couple of great goals in the FA Cup. His shirt's been pulled there actually by Aurier, who loses him. He just looks as if he's enjoying his football again. I'm not saying he wasn't at Real Madrid. Not that he didn't have any success there, won everything. But he does look as if he's playing with a smile on his face.
Given up to Sancho, it's going to come for Martial and for Rashford. And then an untidy challenge, which leaves Rashford flat on the floor, looking at the referee.
No.
Show. Lisandro Martinez. Martial. And it was Casemiro, thwarted by Hennessy.
I told you about him. He's loving to get forward now, isn't he? Just get stuck under his feet a little bit, and yeah, we know what he's trying to do, but he just doesn't get enough power on it. This was earlier. Martial just wanted a bit too much time. Bowley with the challenge, and then the ricochet off Nico Williams, and there's not even a challenge in there, so you ain't getting a penalty for that. Never.
Becoming clear that this year's Carapo Cup final on Sunday, February the 26th, is going to be Manchester United against Newcastle.
You're not worried that you've gone too early on that one?
Not really.
No, I don't think so.
Casemiro. Martial. And Bruno Fernandes. And the flag is up.
Clearly.
Mighton. Martial, numbers here for Manchester United. It's Rashford, and he was a little undersold by the pass, but Martial finishes it off and punches Manchester United's ticket to the League Cup final at Wembley.
Well, I was just about to say that once again it's the final pass that's let United down tonight, really, in terms of they haven't added to the 3 goals, because it was really a pretty awful pass into Rashford here, who was just onside. It gave McKenna the opportunity to make the challenge, but he got lucky. He just got hugely lucky, because the ricochet falls at his feet and he gives it a good smash. But yeah, 3-on-2, not a great pass, huge slice of luck, and yeah, you can definitely say now, John, that it'll be Manchester United Newcastle.
Such a relief.
I know you were worried.
I was really concerned.
Should be a great final.
A repeat of the 1999 FA Cup final, which was the last major final that Newcastle reached.
Two sides on an upward trend for sure.
Oh. Scarpa.
You know, drop a shoulder. You know, just, I don't know. Short of confidence, maybe, and fitness.
Sancho's pass. Bruno Fernandes outside of the boots. Rashford, and in off the shin of Fred.
Well, in off the shin from a shambles at the back from Nottingham Forest. This tie is well and truly over anyway, but still, you want to be doing the basics. Serge Aurier, Willy Boley at the back post. Just deal with it. Not dealt with particularly well. Too busy trying to fight Martial. And there's Rashford around the back. Thank you very much. Good night and God bless. See you at Wembley. Nottingham Forest got some bigger fish to fry, haven't they, in terms of their Premier League survival. But I tell you what, they're struggling to score goals, and they're going to have to defend a lot better than that.
Fred likes to chip in with a few from midfield. It's hardly prolific, but that's number 4 of the season. 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes for Manchester United, and a 5-goal